I think we're live. Let me know if we're live, guys. Hope you guys are doing all right. Let me know if we're live. Aloha, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. I'm excited for the live stream for today. I think there is some potential here for the downside continuation move. Some of my stuff wasn't really working for some reason. TradeC is having some issues at the moment, so I hope it's going to work out for us. Let me know if we're live, guys. Let me know if we're live. Let me know if we're live. I want to make sure that everything is working as it's supposed to. Wilo, what's happening, bro? Hope you're doing all right. Let me know if the music is okay. Let me know if the music is okay. Just checking in to make sure everything is looking fine. Let me know if everything is good. Let's see. Hello, King. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm not a king, though. I do appreciate it. Welcome back to the live stream, my guy. Welcome back. We've got 12 people watching. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys. That will be highly appreciated, especially in the beginning of the stream. It has a lot of influence on whether or not the stream is gonna become bigger. You know what I mean? Bigger. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have for today, though. Let's see what we have for today. So when it comes to the market at its current state, I would assume that we're going to continue lower back to previous day low. That's what it currently looks like. We can see how we actually retrace back higher, back into midnight open. And actually sold off to the downside. As you can see here on the 2 hour, it looks really clean, right? So you have the 2 hour open for the London session. This was a really nice one to trade. Back to midnight, put in the top wick, have the flip, and then have the continuation down for current day low. This would have been the 2 o'clock model, right? I've referred it to you guys often enough that 2 o'clock is also something I would be trading. And this is pretty much the 2 o'clock model. This was really nice in the London session. So who knows? Maybe in the future we go live in the London session and also live at 6. You know, who knows? Who knows? Oh shit! The whole chat blows up instantly. Welcome, sir. My friend, how are you? Congratulations on the shorts from yesterday. I remember you. Good morning, Clayton. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Call sign. Good morning. Hello, Thomas. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Yesterday, after I called it, gold was moving like crazy. Carbonite, my friend Leo. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, gold was crazy. Yeah, yesterday for me. So I managed to actually make back some of the money that we lost. I made some change as well. So that was good for me. But I gotta be honest with you. I felt really FOMO. Like I felt FOMO. The trade overall was okay, right? It wasn't a bad trade. But I was FOMOing in, right? In the sense that I was feeling that I missed the move, even though it was a good trade. I don't know. Yesterday was tough. 4 break evens, then having a loss at New York Open. Even though I told you guys that trading New York Open is tough, you know. It was rough for me, especially with those four break evens. But we're still alive. We're alive and breathing. The account is still alive. We're doing good. So it's nothing to worry about. But still, you know, sometimes it's going to be tough like that. At least we're documenting everything, you know. We're documenting everything. So it is what it is. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Yesterday was rough. Yeah, I found it a rough day. Even though looking back at it, if you were looking at it from the higher time frame perspective, it would have, yeah, maybe it was a good short play, you know, but it's more as in you have those highs still stacked above. So I'm like thinking to myself, like I really felt like they wanted to continue wait higher to take those out. So I was so fixated on the longs that I missed out on the shorts in the correct area. It's just, you know, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. Let's dance with the Nasdaq, not the girlfriend. yeah. Let's see what happens today on the Nasdaq. Preferably, I will be looking for shorts now at this current moment, looking for the short continuation play lower, looking at how they actually rated back in for the previous hour at 5 o'clock, filled in the gap, as you guys can see here, and are moving down at the moment that I'm thinking maybe we're going to get a little top wick on 6 here, and we're going to continue to the downside, rating current day low, previous day low, and the low before that would be really nice, like a simple short play here. Maybe overall it's gonna be the other way around eventually, because if we're looking at the VIX here, we can see that the VIX is buying itself up, right? And we do have these highs stacked above. There's low resistance liquidity on the VIX, and I think that might be the reason why NQ wants to move lower. But yesterday was so insane, guys, as well. If you looked at ES and you compared ES to MNQ, the market was completely doing the opposite, right? It's a really interesting market these days, guys. So make sure you manage your capital well, because sometimes it's dangerous, you know? Sometimes it's really dangerous to get involved. But yeah, let's see if they want to come back up a little bit. Somewhere around this area would be nice. Back above 50% of the current swing. Looking for somewhere in this area for shorts would be ideal. If they want to move lower instantly, it's going to be a little bit tough, because if I want to enter here, where do I put my stop? You know, in this instance, I could say that I put my stop all the way up here, but I'd rather not. So I'd rather wait for them to go higher and then look for my stop loss maybe above this high, preferably above the current 6-hour high, depending on wherever it's formed, right? So we're waiting for a potential short setup to the downside here. Greetings! Hope you're doing alright, my friend. We got 30 people watching instantly. If you like the live stream, make sure to smash up the like. The early likes do really help out the channel, and I would really appreciate that a lot, guys. I would really appreciate that a lot. I have a call planned with ATAS, with the platform I was talking about with you guys before, in probably the upcoming week, or maybe tomorrow, depends on whether or not they're going to be available. And maybe I can get something out of it for you guys as well. If you guys want to learn about order flow, maybe we can figure something out. They give us like a discount or whatever. But I've been looking into it still. And once it's ready, I'll showcase it on the live stream. I'm still new to order flow, guys, right? I'm still new to it. But we're developing as traders every single day. Sunda, good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the live stream. Andri, welcome back to the live stream. It's amazing to see you guys tuning in every single day. You guys are legends. I truly appreciate that. Yes, please. Yes, Sunda. I'll make it work. I'll try my best for you guys. Maybe we can get like a discount code or whatever. That would be amazing, you know? Get like a little stream discount. Good morning, my friend. Rabea, good morning, my friend. What's your local time? Oh, 12 p.m. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. right now. In the bottom right corner, you can see how late it is for me. 12 p.m. right now. So, how is your trading day so far, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys looking for longs? Are you guys looking for shorts? What are you trading? You're trading gold. You're trading the Nasdaq. I'm also looking at the Nasdaq at the moment. But the Nasdaq. I'm also looking at gold at the moment. But gold is a little bit like in a position. I'm like, I don't really know whether it's going to go higher or it's going to go lower. All right. Looking at the higher time frame, it's not really doing anything. So for gold, I'm a little bit holding myself back at the moment. If I'm looking at DXY, I remember from yesterday, Aloha, that you were looking for the bear flag. That actually played out, my friends. So congratulations. That was an amazing call out for you. What it's going to do now, I have no idea, right? I have no idea. Maybe we want to come back into the inefficient high and low right here, and then look for price to continue to the downside, meaning that gold would probably rise higher. But at this location, guys, it's not really going anywhere. It's been trading within the current weekly range for 2 days now, which is a bit of a tough one, because it means it goes up, it goes down, it goes left, it goes right. And you need to just be, informed with the market. And like I told you guys before, range trading is not my is not my best way of trading. Ready for the short on the Nasdaq. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm also personally preferring shorts. I'm just waiting for price to come a little bit higher before I'm getting involved here. But we'll see. Let's say if they want to respect it from here and break below 6, we could use 6 as the current stop loss high. We'll see whether or not this is the case. At least we're targeting current day low and previous day low. That's the overall target here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. Did you guys see, by the way, for the guys that don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I got myself a personal bodyguard whenever I'm working out. I'm going to show you guys. Whenever I'm working out, I got myself a personal bodyguard that's always messing about. As you guys can see, whenever I'm working out, I got my cat is taking over the bench for me. Look at that. He's always there taking over the bench, guys. Always there taking over the bench. Yo, Max. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome back to the live stream, my guy. Good to see you here. You guys are legends, always tuning in. Look at what do you guys think I have today? Let me know. What do you guys think I have today? In the chat. For the guys that have been here longer than not, what do you guys think that I have right now in my hands? Look at that. We got some Malone. So you guys, I'll be eating some Malone while we're looking at the charts. I haven't ate anything as of yet, but it's a good start of the day. That's nice. It's real nice. Real nice. I also have the whiteboard. The whiteboard is also ready for whenever we need to use it. But for now, let's look at the chart. Maybe it's a good idea to draw something out here on the whiteboard, actually. You're completely right. Let's look at today, and we're going to draw it out on the whiteboard. Give me 1 second. All right. So, when it comes to today's session, let's take the whiteboard out, and let's have a look at today's session. I'm going to make sure that I make this a little bit bigger for you guys. All right, so let's have a look at today's session. Yes? Is everyone ready? Let me know. Let me know if you guys are here. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube handle. So, it's like this. This is my Instagram. This is my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube handle. All right. Is everyone here? Ready? All right. So when we're looking at the current day candle, right? We're going to look at the current day candle. I'm going to show you guys. So we have the open is located above us right now, right? The current day candle, the open is located above us, yeah? And we're trading below. We traded up, or we traded down, up, following the move lower. At this location, 6 opened up, right? So at the ideal location in the current day trading range, we're already trading below, meaning we're trading already in discounted prices. I'm still watching the charts, by the way, don't worry. We're trading up, creating a top wick. What are we doing? We're creating and following the trend. So we're creating a lower high. You see that? The moment we break through 6, like that, we're confirming the fact that the trend is still continuous to the downside. Meaning that we're following the trend. We could get involved in the top of the day or in the top of the wick of 6 and put our stop above the daily or the daily high, right? Or we get involved the moment they break through 6 for a better risk to reward, assuming that they want to follow and continue the trend lower. That's what we're currently looking at. Do you guys see it? You understand what I mean? And overall, this is your daily candle right now, right? So this is your daily candle. Do you guys see that? So we're trading back up in the current day, back into discounted or premium or whatever prices, following the trend, assuming that the current 6-hour candle is gonna form like this. Do you see that? Does that make sense? Let me know. But that's the overall play for today. So when I'm looking at the charts right now, I'm gonna show you guys. When we're looking at the charts right now, you can see what happens here, right? If you look at the drawing that I have on the board, you have price reaching up on the day, right? Up, down, back up. That's your remitigation. Now we have 6 opening up, coming up, trending further down. You see that? So now we're trying to trade the continuation play here on 6 to the downside. That's the current bias for now for the Nasdaq. Does that make sense, guys? Trying to explain it as best as I can, but this is the current idea. That's what we're looking at. We're looking for the continuation play to the downside for the Nasdaq. So let's see if this is gonna play out for us. That would be nice. That would be nice. All right, what is your Instagram already told that? Gold buy. I don't know regarding gold. Gold, I'm a little bit flat for now. It depends on whether or not the DXY wants to sell lower. So I'm waiting for the DXY to confirm whether or not we're going to go to the downside. So if we're looking at the dollar at the moment, the dollar is looking a little bit iffy, right? If the dollar wants to continue higher, back to this level, like I mentioned before, you have an inefficient level up here. If they want to sell lower from here, I would say yes, potentially gold buys. But until then, I'm not doing anything. Can't find your Instagram. You should be able to find it, bro. It's Thomas Jacoba with the C. Right here. Thomas Jacoba. Right here. Okay, we got 40 people watching. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly, highly appreciated. Good morning, my friend. Marco, hope you're doing alright, my friend. Thank you for always tuning in, man. You're a legend. I really appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate that, my friend. So for the gold buys, that's what I'm waiting for personally. Making a bearish flag again. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if they want to go lower again on dollar. It would be nice, but I would like to see dollar go up a little bit beforehand. And if wherever gold then is laying, we have to see where gold is at for the potential longs here, right? Found you. Nice. All right, let's have a look here. Let's have a look what's going to happen. Whether or not they want to reach higher first, retake the highs, go higher, go higher, go higher, and then sell off, or they want to sell off below 6. We'll see. We'll see what happens here, guys. We got a new 15-minute candle that just opened up. A new 15-minute candle that just opened up. Let's have a look here. Probably will be looking at the trade like a little bit of the higher time frame confirmation here, and not try to get involved on a 1 minute. But we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen here for us. If we have to get involved on a 1 minute, it's a bit more risky, because if let's say, for example, I'm gonna explain you something to you guys, right? Let's say we're trying to get involved on the 1 minute time frame right now. You can see here that this is the current 15-minute open, right? This is the red line is the current 15-minute open. Let's say price breaks lower, and we break below 6. We still not have a top wick or traded above the current 15-minute high, meaning that this could simply be a retracement to the current trading range from 6 low to 6 high to evolve higher and come back lower once again later on, right? So you have to always be aligned with the higher time frame. If you're just trading the 1 minute time frame, it's gonna be a bit tough, right? So sometimes having a 5-minute closure is more, it has some more confluences than a 1 minute closure, of course. Of course. All right, we're gonna see what happens here though, because looking at the structure we're building, we created a high, tried to break the high, we couldn't break, creating a lower low. Maybe this is going to be the breakthrough. Let's see what the 5 minute does here in a couple of minutes from now. Let's see what the 5 minute does here in a couple of minutes from now. Agreed. Yes, let's see. We got 47 people watching already. We're only live for 16 minutes. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated if you've been here before, especially. And let's have a look here. Let me know if the music is alright for you guys. If the music is alright. Alright, let's look at the VIX as well. The VIX looks like it wants to buy higher, so that's nice. If the VIX wants to continue to the upside, that would be good. As you guys can see here, the VIX is giving us some buying pressure at the moment. If they want to continue higher back towards these highs, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. I would mark myself out that once they get into this level, we have to pay attention. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Music too quiet, or actually, I'll put it a little bit harder then. Like that. Is this better? Let me know if that's better. Can you guys still hear it or not? Let's see. Is this better or not? All right, let's have a look here. Let's see what happens. No music. Are you kidding me? Is this... Do you hear it or not? I don't want to blow my own ears out. No music. What? You're joking. You guys hear no music at all? Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Nice. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going to happen here today. 51 people watching. You guys are legends. I truly appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I don't know what to say. I enjoy live streaming a lot. Thank you guys for tuning in. I actually got an email from YouTube that I'm eligible for the earn, pay, whatever thingy that they offer. So maybe eventually I'm also earning some money while live streaming. That would be crazy. YouTube paying me and stuff. That would be insane. You know, we're trading live together. I don't have to charge you guys anything for it. I don't want to. And then YouTube is going to pay me. Isn't that amazing, guys? Isn't that amazing? All right, let's have a look here, though. Let's see what happens here. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm trying the best I can. I think trading, in the end, it's like you're constantly evolving. That's why I like trading, right? The market is constantly adapting itself and stuff like that. So you have to adjust yourself to the market. I think trading is a lifestyle. You know what I mean? A lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You know how amazing that is? There's, by the way, someone... Let me see if this... something you guys really have to check out. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. Give me 1 second. All right, we're breaking through. Let's see if they want to close below. We do not have a 5-minute top wick here, which is interesting. Something you guys have to check out is this, guys, right? World Class Edge is by Fabio Fellettini. These guys are amazing. If you really want some crazy insights for free, I would look at this website. I'll share it with you guys. But I would look at this website, guys. I would look at this website. Oh, it's not allowing me to share it, actually. Give me a second. All right. I would look at this website if I were you guys. This is insane, right? The value that these guys are giving for you for free. Make sure to watch it if you want to have some more trading education. It's all free, by the way. I'm not partnered with them. They probably don't even know that I exist. But I think they have some really good, valuable insights. So yeah, make sure to check it out, guys. You know, make sure to check it out. Be a sponge. Take everything in, especially if it's done by the right people. All right, let's have a look here. We're breaking through on 6 o'clock right now. Let's have a look. Did you have the link? Yeah, I shared it out in the chat right now. I shared it in the chat. I need to lower the music a bit, otherwise it's not gonna work for me. All right, let's have a look here, guys. We're breaking to the downside. Waiting for the closure here. Got a new 20-minute candle that just opened up as well. Waiting for the 5-minute closure. And then we're gonna try and see if we can get involved in this setup here. To the downside. Back toward previous day low. Man, I'm genuinely shocked that you're only at 50k or 50k viewers. Do you hear me say that? 50 viewers and 1k subs. I really enjoy your live streams. Hey, bro, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Benz92, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. It is what it is, though. You know, like maybe in the future, who knows? If we continue to grow together, who knows that the live streams might become bigger. You know, we create our own little community. That would be sick. That would be sick. You never know what the future holds, my friend. You never know what the future holds. It's just like trading. It's uncertain. You know how crazy that is. You never know what the future holds. Nasdaq shorts. Yeah, I agree, my friend. I agree on the shorts. I'm just waiting for this 5-minute to close. Once this closes, I'll probably enter with 2 contracts at the close, and I'll enter with 3 more if they come back up. All right, so that's what I'm looking for right now. And we'll see whether or not this is going to be the case. You know, if they want to come back up as well and give us another entry. So I already have a sell limit of 2 that I'm gonna put in. Just waiting here for a moment, guys. Just waiting here for a moment. Let me see how much that would be if I would risk 5. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Yeah, we'll see whether or not this is gonna play for us. Waiting 2 more minutes for the closure here. 2 more minutes for the closure. 60 people watching, by the way. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the like. And if you truly appreciate me for live streaming, make sure to hit the share button and share it to someone that you know that also trades and maybe wants to tune in together with you and watch it live. I already had, you guys actually shared it yesterday for like 30 times. For the guys that did it, you know it because you did it, but I can't see that. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that for the fact that you're sharing it. That's amazing. That is amazing. All right, we got 1 more minute for the closure here on the 5-minute candle. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. Gold, yeah, for gold, I'm like I mentioned before, I'm waiting for DXY to reach higher, so I got an alert set for gold. Once that alert is hit, we'll be looking for potential trades on gold. Bro, he's in a live stream for 14 days, right? What do you mean? Cam Jam, hope you're doing all right, my friend. I've been live streaming for what is it, 3 weeks now, maybe 3 weeks, I guess, something like that. I'm not precise. I have no idea actually, but time is flying by, guys. I enjoy it. I enjoy it to the fullest. And give me 1 second, Andrea. I'm gonna read your message. My ass blew a challenge yesterday. Couldn't close the loss while it was small. Price was moving. Oh, Andrian, thank you for subscribing, my guy. I appreciate that. All right, let me read it again. Price was moving too fast, so I decided to remove it and wait for the reversal. Andrea, that's really tough, my friend. I feel you. Okay, so I entered 1 here, guys, and I'll enter some more if they come back up. So I'll enter some more if they come back up. With another entry here. Oh, I just messed it up. Give me 1 second. Let's see. All right, if they come back into 6 o'clock again, I'll enter 3 more, and our take profit is gonna be towards previous day low. All right, let's see what happens here. So we're already in position right now. I already have 2 contracts set in for the fact that if they don't want to come back up, I've seen it happen too much now. But if they do want to, oh, come on, guys. If they do want to come back up, we'll enter some more. We'll see whether or not this is the case. But that's really tough, Andrew. I'm sorry, my friend. That's really tough, my friend. I had it before, you know. It's really tough, bro. Whenever the platform also doesn't work like it's supposed to. Yeah, it's just, sadly, I don't know what to say. It's just the game that we're in, you know. Some prop firms actually give you the money back if that happens. And others, yeah, they don't, you know. Sadly, that's just the game that we're in. Sadly. So, yeah, I can't help you with that, bro. But, yeah, just know that if it was with the platform and the platform was doing something, it has nothing to do with you as a trader, you know. That you don't blame yourself for stuff that you can't control. Luke 2 comments up. That's why that question. Oh, yeah, because I only started streaming a couple days ago. I see what you mean. Yeah. I have absolute faith in you, brother. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. We got 70 people watching, by the way. For the guys that enjoy the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated. That would be highly appreciated. We're currently in a sell position on the Nasdaq. Make sure to do your own calculations. Don't just follow me just to follow. I will add 3 more once they come back up to average out the initial position I was looking for. But there's always a chance that they're just going to go without you. But it looks like they might come back up for us here. Did you see US30? No, I don't trade US30, my friend. So I haven't seen it. ES is looking good as well here, guys. So we have some alignment playing out for us. So that's nice. We have some alignment playing out. And when it comes to gold, yeah, I'm still flat for gold. I don't think gold is going to do anything here at the moment. We're just going to wait and see what DXY does for us here, guys. And if the Volks is just going to continue higher, that will be nice. The Volks is looking good at the moment. I would like to see a breakthrough to the upside here for the Volks. And not a short side, downside. Beast, welcome to the live stream, bro. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Let's say they do rate the current 6-hour high. We can still look for shorts higher up, guys, right? Like, I'm still preferring the shorts here overall. We're going to see what happens. Let's make sure that we have an alert set for ES, that we do not get a bearish divergence or a bullish divergence in relationship to NQ. And yeah, when it comes to the Volks, we just need a push higher. That's it. That's all we need. A push to the upside. I'm gonna make sure to put the alert a little bit lower, to be honest. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. Sup, Thomas, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the live stream. Took me out, crazy. Let me see what the US30 is doing, my friend. I don't even know what the contract is for US30 on the future side. I'm gonna just look on it. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, okay, that's crazy. Yeah, now US30 is always like playing for itself, to be honest. Oh, okay, so they did not tap us in here. That's kind of sad. We'll see whether or not they're gonna do it. Oh, they actually missed 6 by just a point here, guys. Not even a point, probably a tick. Well, we'll see what happens here. We got a new 15-minute candle coming in 50 seconds from now. I think that we're going to get tagged in here now. All right, we got tagged in. So we're in for the full position now. Let's see what's going to happen. Here, guys. I think it's looking all right. We'll see what happens here, though. So there's orange news today. Yeah, the news shouldn't be that insane today, based on the coloring, right? But you never know. The news could always do something. So you have core retail sales coming out, and we have retail sales coming out, unemployment claims coming out today. Normally, back in the day, that would have been like crazy news, guys. Normally, back in the day. But it doesn't seem like it is anymore. All right, we got some really rising power at the moment. The 15 is closing back bullish, which is not ideal. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see if we want to survive, or we're going to get taken out and we look for shorts higher up. That could also be the case. Let's see what happens here, though. Also, we swept current 6-hour low, and then we moved higher, which is not ideal, right? It's not ideal. But we're going to see what happens here, though. Yeah. All right. It seems like they want to rate us higher now. So what's happening here? So let's have a look here, guys, right? So you have the sweep of current 6-hour low. And then you have a reversal back above 6 with buying pressure, meaning that there is a big chance they're going to take 6-hour high, right? If that happens, we're going to get taken out, of course, on our position. But if that's not the case and we break back through 6 and we break the low, that would be highly backing up our position, right? Meaning that they can't break the current 6-hour high, meaning they're creating a strong high. If they then break the low, that would mean that yeah, we have some good selling pressure here. But if this is not the case, and let's say they do want to move higher, I would be willing to look for shorts again from up here. So I'll be alright. I'll be alright regardless of what happens here. Let's see what the VIX is doing. The VIX is selling off, right? So we can't break higher, which is not ideal. But if we do not break the current 6-hour high and the VIX is selling off, this means that we have a strong bearish conviction here on Nasdaq. But let's see what happens here though. Let's see what happens here. 71 people watching. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated, especially if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, if you don't, you know, just check it out. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Don't feel forced to do anything at all. So let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see if we can survive. I'm gonna also mark out the 6 o'clock open here on the chart, just to have a little bit of an understanding of where we are when it comes to 6 on the other side. All right, boom, like that. Oh, give it a different coloring. Boom. All right. Let's see what happens here. Do we get more buying pressure here on the VIX back to those highs? Jessrick, hope you're doing all right, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. Do we get some more buying pressure? Yes or no is the big question. What are you guys looking for today? Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you guys are looking for. Are you guys looking for longs? Are you guys looking for shorts? And what is the meaning for whatever you're looking for? Like I said, I'm preferably looking for shorts now. Whether or not I did it in the right location is the big question, right? It could still move higher here before it wants to go lower. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case. We're gonna get taken out, but then we can look for shorts from up here. That might have been better overall, you know. But this is what it is. It is what it is. We got the entry model, so we had to take it. We had to take it. So let's have a look here. Because we filled in the fair value gap here, and then we moved it down. Yeah. I'm waiting to see if it will return to the 15-minute FEG and then sells from the selling short. Ah, so you're looking for the 15-minute above. So you're looking for this one, or you're looking for the double, the most ideal one would be this one, of course, all the way up here in the golden zone. I see that one. I see that one. Yeah, let's say they take this out and they go back here, then I would also look for a short, potentially from up here. Yeah, the top one would be better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a SIBI, right? It's a complete sell side inefficiency because of the triple bearish candles. Yeah, maybe it would have been better to wait for this one, actually. But yeah, it's always easy to say when you're in drawdown, you know? Anything is regrettable after the fact. All right, I feel like we're going to get taken out here, though. So let's see whether or not this is the case. It does look like it at the moment, but you never know. You never know. It could also reach up and then completely flip around. Been there before. Put a volume indicator on it and you're gonna find the ideal one. Yeah, you mean the volume profile, right? To define whether or not it's a low volume node. I haven't watched ICT. It confuses me as a new trader. Everyone talks about order blocks, etc. Yeah, I don't think you need, like, you can watch ICT. There's a lot of other guys that explain his concepts or the general, well, yeah, whatever, you know. It all works in the end, but just you can also use supply and demand, you know. Supply and demand is also basically order blocks and breaker blocks in that instance. Do you see the black and white 5-minute candles as a sweep? I mean, or do you take a decision based on the first candle and see it as a confirmation move to the downside? Well, it is the current 5, like we still did not have a top wick on this 15, right? Like a real one. So I mentioned that before we took the trade, that I told you guys about the 15-minute creation, right? As in, it could be looking really good on the 1 minute, which it obviously did, right? And then on the 15, it didn't look that clean after all. So we could also waited for the 15-minute closure below 6 before we actually look for the entry. Maybe that would have been better. but we'll see if we're surviving. But when it comes to like the what you're talking about, the 5 minutes, what do you mean sweep, or you mean what do you mean? Could you explain it a little bit further, Entry? But MNQ volume profile, you can't rely on it. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that, Machi. I didn't know that, bro. Good to see you tuning into the live stream, though. I appreciate that. But I've been using I've been looking into ad test now, Matty. I know you're using that as well. Still trying to figure it out. The black and white candles side by side that broke the previous low. Yeah, but bro, there's only black and white candles on my chart. So do you refer to these ones? After the sweep you're referring to, or which one are you referring to? Do you recommend... Oh, so when it comes to ICT related content, someone you guys could watch. It's non-financial advice, of course. But someone you guys could watch if my YouTube wants to load. Give me 1 second. Someone you guys could watch when it comes to trading related content on ICT would be TJR Trades. I would really recommend this guy. He knows a lot about ICT models. But then again, he's giving you the ICT model, but you still have to make your own trading plan around it, of course, right? But he explains everything in depth. I think this would be your place to be. I'll send it out in the chat here. Your place to be when it comes to trading related content on ICT. Nasdaq and US Tech the same. Yeah, well, yeah, to a degree, yeah. You could also, it's just NES 100, bro. US Tech is NES 100 is the same. What's your take on SMC, smart money concepts? Yeah, well, yeah, smart money concepts, I have it in the title. Smart money concepts is just change in state of delivery, change of character, whatever, right? Order blocks, supply and demand, whatever, break of structure, all that type of stuff. I don't mark it out anymore because I see it visually, right? When I'm trading. Yeah, ODOS is the GOAT only if you be order flow trading, real order flow, not ICT. Yeah, what I would use the order flow for is just to define whether or not we see buying and selling pressure taking control, absorbing of sellers or buyers in the relationship to the power of 3, right? So right now I would say, okay, let's say I was looking for shorts. Do I see an absorption of sellers or of buyers up here? If that's the case, I would be more confident to execute the position, right? And I could define my targets based on resting liquidity and stuff. That's what I would use order flow for personally. Now it will definitely fall. Yeah, let's hope so. If they re-break this low, it would confirm it. If we get near this level, I would look for break evens near this level down here. Gura, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for subscribing. I truly appreciate that. Raven, my guy, hope you're doing all right. Make sure to smash up the like, guys, if you've been here before. We got 30 likes. For the guys that already done it, you are legends. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And if you haven't done it already, I do appreciate you as well. But yeah, if you want to support the live stream, make sure to do so. That would be highly appreciated. All right, we got our entry a little bit higher. All right, look, we're selling off, so that's nice. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, it's a pretty good risk to reward ratio here. We're probably going to take some off below this low. Taking some partials out of this position. Like that. Boom. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, come on, baby. All right. Oh my God, give me 1 second, guys. Struggling trying to make it work here. All right, like that. I guess this is all right. All right, nice closure. Let's see if this wants to continue lower, though. Yeah, you gotta have that. Put ICT on steroids like that. Yeah, Matthew, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I'll be looking into it. See if it I think it's gonna benefit me, you know. It's also probably fun, evolving a little bit, becoming a better trader. I mean, why not? What's up, Raven, I already said hello, but I'm saying it again. Hope you're doing all right. What I was talking about, the 2 5-minute candle, which minimum just got rebroken. Yeah, but you mean that this is a valid sweep? Of course, I mean, it's of course it's a valid sweep. Let's say I wasn't in the shorts right now. Depending on whether or not they would have retested 6 and broke higher, I probably would have looked for longs instead of shorts. But the overall trend for me is saying bearish momentum, right? So that's why I'm in the shorts. But this 5-minute would definitely be a valid sweep and a valid order block being created here, back above 6 for longs, right? So everything, to a degree, guys, everything is like, it's not factual, right? As in trading is discretionary as well, to a degree, fully. Like, you could be fully right on what you're seeing and still price could do the complete opposite. So it's in the end, it's like you have a small edge and you just need to make sure that whenever it plays out, you get money out of the market, you know? And that's it, basically, you know? I got templates if you have. Yeah, I have it. I will send you a message after the stream, Matthew, please. Because I've been struggling trying to set it up. I've been struggling trying to set it up. So I'll send you a message. Do you use the silver? Do you use the silver bullet? I didn't use it today. No. It would have been a nice silver bullet at 2 o'clock. It would have been nice. 2 o'clock was the trade, guys. You see it here. You have to reach up higher back into midnight. So they retest the previous 6-hour open, or the current 6-hour open. I mean, they reach it. They come back into it at 2 o'clock. So new 4-hour open. You break below, you get your entry of 2, stop above 2 o'clock high, and you reach for relative equal lows, you could say, but it's not, I would say 2R, right? And this was an amazing trade on 2 o'clock on the silver bullet for London. That was amazing. I don't know if anyone took that. Maybe Matthew took the shorts, I'm not sure. But this was an amazing short, guys. This was an amazing short. Let's hope this is also going to play out, you know? Let's hope so. Would be nice. Do you have Discord? Yeah, I have Discord, yeah. I have Discord. I do have Discord. It's the same name as my Instagram account. It's the same name as my Instagram account, guys. Do you have a server? Yeah, I used to have a server. But in the future, I'll recreate one for sure. In the future, I'll recreate one. Right now, like, I have one, but it's not being used. Once I will create a new one and we create our own trading society or whatever, you know, something cool. That was the goal, at least for me, to recreate one. Let's have a look here. We still have the 15-minute untouched on the open side. We can still reach back up all the way and then sell it off, guys. I'm pretty confident that the stop loss is in a good location at the moment. So if they re-break this high, that would be all right. Then we just look for another short up here. East London, South Africa in the chats. Hello, people. All right, my friend. East London, South Africa. My G. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Yeah, for the 73 people that are watching, for the guys that never been here before, where are you from? Let me know where you're from in the chat. I'm from Amsterdam. Close to Amsterdam. I live in the Netherlands. I'm 23 years old, and I've been trading for over 6 years, guys. I'm losing hair, you know, I'm covering it up now, but I'm losing hair. We're doing good though, we're doing good. Living life. Let's have a look what's gonna happen here. Hair again, yes bro, yes. It's a good motivation to keep trading, you know? Losing hair, but we can get it back with a hair transplant. That's what it's all about. 75 people watching. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the like and share it with someone that you know that also trades. Share it with them, and yeah, let them know that we're live streaming so we can build out the channel, become bigger on the YouTube space. I'm not in war with anyone. I'm not trying to make competitions or anything like it. I know that there's a lot of fighters going on here on Twitter and on X. They all know it better than someone else. I'm not like that. Everyone needs to do whatever they feel like doing. But yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. I'm from New Zealand. Welcome, my friend. Amazing. Romania. Nice. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome back. What language do you speak? We speak Dutch here, bro. We speak Dutch. Not German. A lot of guys confuse it, but we do not speak German. We speak Dutch. Dutch. Yeah, yeah. Your hair looks great. Just know it doesn't get any better as the years go by. I know, but it's already falling out. I'm only 23 years old. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Australia here. Nice. I've got one of my friends, my big brothers is from Australia. He got some down under. What are you talking about? Alright, let's see if we're gonna sell off from here. We got a new 15 minute. We just closed it below 6. We tapped back into 6 o'clock. So in case we, for the guys that missed the entry, this would have been the re-entry for me, right? This would have been the entry after the 15-minute closure. It would be nice if this sells off though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. How do you get the 6-hour chart? You press on the button here, right? Right here. And you add a custom interval and you add the 6-hour chart. Or you just press the 6 on your keyboard and then the H for the hour. So you can add whatever you want. But I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that if you don't have the essential plan. But should be like this. Up or down market? Yeah, good question, bro. I'm currently shorting. Good question, though. We're in a short. Let's hope that plays out for us. And for gold, yeah, I'm still, like I said, for gold, we're still waiting for gold to come, for DXY to come higher before I'm doing anything regarding gold. When it comes to the VIX, I hope to see the VIX actually pushing higher again. That would be nice. That would back up our position even heavier. Heavier. Well, it's not even a word, guys. Heavier. All right. Let's see if this wants to sell off a little bit. You know, man at work down under. What do you mean? You know, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me close the window, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right, we're back. We're back at it. We're back at it. The song. You know, man at work down. No, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, you're confusing. You're confusing me, bro. George, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. If you enjoy the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated. He is young. Yes. I'm not old, guys. I'm not old. Well, I feel old, but I'm not old. You know, like, maybe, wait, you know what? I'll switch it up. But I can't listen to it on YouTube because otherwise they're going to copyright strike me, bro. Let me see. Okay, the song. So the song is called Men Working Down Under, whatever. Under 25. Yeah, I'm 23 years old. What is the name of the song? I'm 23, guys, you know? I'm feeling old, but I'm not old. I've noticed. Down Under by Men. Down Under by Men at Work. All right, let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna listen to it, but I can't showcase it on the live stream. If you're from the Netherlands, do you smoke the ganja? No, I don't. I do not smoke. I do not smoke, bro. I used to when I was young. When I was young, I'm still young, but when I was younger, I stopped smoking marijuana when I was 18. I'm 23. 23 next year. Hey, my guy, we're the same age. Welcome. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, of course I know this song, bro. What do you mean? Hey, wanna land out under. Of course I know this song, bro. Of course. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't do me like that. Of course I know that song. I'm vibing. I just did it. I don't know the songwriter, but of course I know the song. How are you marking the high and the low? You mean this? It is just the short tool, my friend. So here on the right, you have the short positioning and the long positioning. And for this instance, it's a short. And that's how I mark it. Bro, you need to get that sensual jazz back on. Okay. All right. We're going to see if I can find jazz non-copyright. All right. Let's see if we get some jazz here. All right. Oh, let's vibe a little bit, huh? Let's have a little bit of vibes. We got 90 people watching. Hope you guys are doing all right. Welcome to the live stream. Dude be singing so well, he's gonna get a copyright anyway. Yeah, Matthew, you never know, you never know. I told you guys before, if trading doesn't work out, I can always try to become a singer. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work out, but we can try anything if we try our hardest, right? What do you think of visiting the last Thursday lows? Yeah, I'm targeting to the downside now for Monday lows. Maybe they want to go lower even. You never know. But we first have to break current day low to confirm it, you know? I'm doing the mental work. Hopefully I'll get it by September and we'll project it onto the charts. Bro, the mental work never stops. I can assure you right now, we have some really profitable traders here in the chat. Mehdi is one of them. The mental work never stops. I think he can confirm it. But mentally, you always have to evolve, bro. It's never gonna stop, my friend. I'm just telling you right now, right? So, it's never gonna stop, my friend. Vince, welcome to the live stream, bro. Hope you're doing alright. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that, my guy. Singer, or you could just get yourself down the red light. I could see you. Alright, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I almost finished the entire sentence. I will be your background dancer. Oh, nice. So we're already creating a little crew here, guys. I will be the singer. You guys will be dancing in the background, you know? I'm pretty sure we go viral. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but we're gonna go viral for sure. The PA the last hour is annoying. Yeah, it's not moving. It's moving, but it's not really moving. Let's see whether or not it wants to do anything. Let's see, bro. I think they might push up. A lot of stocks are in a push mode. Big ones: Google, Amazon. 29% of the index way in push mode. Yeah, you might be right, bro. You might be completely right. You might be completely right. You might be completely right. The stocks are not like the stock market opens after New York session. Stock exchange open though, like the major ones, right? So until then, they might want to go lower. But yeah, you might be completely right that they want to move higher eventually. But I'm looking for the VIX to move higher here and to reach some liquidity back higher. But I might be completely wrong on this thesis. You know, you never know. You never know. I'm still preferring the shorts though, at least to current day low. And whatever happens afterwards is the big question. We will be taking out 3 of our contracts if they want to go there. That would be nice. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. What's your band name? Singing Traders. Singing Traders. That's our band name, guys. That's our band name. If we ever start our own band and we're starting to produce music together, we will be the Singing Traders. Mental work goes on every day. Yeah, 100%. What time is it now in Holland? It's 1:03 p.m. So it's 1 p.m. right now. Almost in 7 minutes from now. Ooh, the jazz is doing it, guys. I'm feeling the jazz. The market is returning though. It would be nice if they want to go and seek lower again. It's not doing it at the moment. Let's see though. Let's see if they wanna do it for us. We did not go to break even as of yet. They might still want to retest it at the new hourly open. If they then break lower again, I would definitely go to break even here. Because if they fail to break the low, they would be creating a higher low, and we potentially could go higher. I hope not. You never know. The market is as unpredictable as it is, guys. The market is unpredictable as it is. Ben Solo after stop out. Yeah. I can assure you that if we blow an account together, we can definitely put our whole heart and soul into the performance. That's for sure, right? People would feel it. They would feel the passion when we're singing after we blow an account. That's for sure. There's no jokes in that. I can play the harmonica also. Yeah. If we do that, there's gonna be a full row of people. They're gonna enjoy it fully if you're gonna play the harmonica, for sure. Feel the pain. They're gonna feel it, for sure. They're gonna feel it. We got 100 people watching. If you guys enjoy the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly, highly appreciated. That would be highly appreciated. Let's see what happens here, though. We got a new hourly coming in 5 minutes from now. If they close it hella bullish, that wouldn't be favorable at all. So let's hope it's not going to happen that way. But you never know. You never know. Your singer name could be Pip Daddy. That's funny. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could be. It could be. Well, host, stop loss and chill. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're creating our own traders bar where traders are allowed to sing whenever they have a desperate moment to sing, you know? That's actually a pretty good idea, actually. Creating the traders bar, the karaoke bar for traders. Only traders are allowed. Is this your first trade of the day? Yes, this is my first trade of the day. This is the first one we're in currently. Pips before lips. Okay, nice. Nice. That's amazing. You're right on. Candle in the wind. You guys, I'm pretty sure you guys just searched up on JetTPP. Make me a name for my singing bar for traders. You guys are lying to me. I don't believe it. Half past my combine. Vince, well played, bro. Congratulations, man. W in the chat for Vince. I just eat a seat. Oh. Alright, we're breaking it back higher again. This is not ideal. This is not ideal. Especially just before the closure. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. If they rate it all the way back up, yeah, we're gonna get taken out officially, of course. Let's see, the VIX is the VIX is still not moving higher at the moment, which is not ideal as well. We do not have a real top wick on the 6 o'clock candle though. If they come back up here, that would be a level of interest for me. Let's see what happens once they come there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If they now re-break this low, we would be moving ourselves to break even here, guys. If they re-break this low right here. Britney Spears remix. Oops, I hit my stop loss again. Yeah, that's nice. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, I like that. That's a funny one. Oops, I did it again. I trailed my stop and blew my account. Oh, baby, oops, I did it again. Went on full tilt and I blew 2 evals. Avroman, because it's swept the high. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. We've got 102 people watching, 50 likes. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated. All right, we got a new hourly coming in 1 minute from now. It's not looking too favorable at the moment. I gotta be honest with you. We'll see whether or not this hourly is gonna do something for us here. That's gonna be looking more favorable. We'll have to see what happens here, guys. I think our stop is in the perfect location still. And they could still mess around before they want to go. You know? So we're gonna just leave it as it is for now. We need the Jacoba Spears remix on YouTube. Yeah. You guys really wanna set me up for the singing. I see that already. You guys feel the vibe. Bro, your singing is killing me. Yeah. Hello, Thomas. I got a question. I got 400 away from blowing my evals. Should I full port the full 100 and take the risk? I'm sure of, or what? Yeah, well, it depends, bro. It depends fully on your own personal situation. If you rather try to continue trading the account because you're financially not in a position to buy more, then my advice, non-financial advice, would be to not blow it, you know? And just to try to trade it back up again. Oh, hey, look. That's some nice selling pressure we got here, guys. Let's see if they want to continue selling it off. That's nice pressure, though. But that's pure, like, that's a individual thing, bro. Right? If you don't care about the money and you're like, okay, I'm gonna give it another crack, you could potentially full port it. But then again, it shouldn't be out of desperation, right? Like you can't do it because you want to create bad habits and stuff, right? Because I've full ported accounts in the past, and sure, it works, right? But sometimes it has a big impact on you afterwards, you know? So you gotta make that decision for yourself, man. All right, we're selling it off pretty nasty here. That's nice. Look at the sell-off, guys. That's amazing. Let's see what happens here. All right, I'm gonna take 3 out right now, and we're gonna leave 2 running on break even. And let's see what happens here. We're gonna take 1 more off along the way, if this wants to give it to me. All right, nice, guys. Well played. Well played. So we're in a winning position. We made some profit on this short. It played out eventually, so that's nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's say if they want to continue to play out here. We broke that low. And let's see if we can take off 1 more soon. W. Yes, guys. Nice. You guys remember, I told you guys before, we're not here to praise our winners, right? Winning is part of the game. Losing is part of the game. The more we are sophisticated, or the more we try to praise ourselves once we win, the worse the losses will feel. So let's be happy that it played out. We followed the plan, right? But whatever the outcome is of the trade, it doesn't matter, yeah? Remind yourself of that, guys. Everything is the opposite equal force, yeah? If you're losing and you're okay with losing money, you should also be just okay with winning money, right? Winning comes with making good trades, okay? Winning comes with making good trades. It's all equal, guys. Yin and yang, exactly. Yin and yang, exactly, bro. You're completely right, bro. Equal opposite forces, yeah? So remind yourself. Remind yourself. But it's a good trade, though, regardless. It's nice that it played out like this. The hourly candle really did it for us. So that's nice. Thank you, 7 o'clock. Thank you, 7 o'clock. I appreciate that. Thank the hour, guys. Thank the hour. Taking off with no top wick. Yeah, it's a really small one, but the top wick was created on 6, which I like. If they come back all the way, that could be the case. We'll see whether or not this is the case. If we get another continuation play down, we will be taking off 1 more, of course. We'll see. We'll see whether or not this is the case. So what is this? So we're targeting it here. But this could also be 300. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take off for sure 1 here in the middle still. Let's see, how many points is this? 30. Yeah, we will be taking off 1 more right here. A little bit higher. And we leave the last one running down. Let's see if this wants to hit it for us. Thank you so much. No problem, bro. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but I appreciate it. TP is done, sir. Well played, my guy. Well played. It's a strong support level. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what plays out here. It would be nice if they wanna continue to push through. On the 6 o'clock candle, it does look nice. You know, on the 6 o'clock candle, it does look nice at the moment for the continuation play sells. We do need to keep in mind that there is a gap right here, which could be significant, but we're taking off some beforehand, so that's all right. Let's have a look here. So we have to take off some before. All right. Let's see. Let's see if they want to continue pushing through here. That would be nice. Hey, Arda, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Got 112 people watching. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly, highly appreciated, guys. Smash up the likes. And let me know where you're from. And for the guys that are wondering how I trade, I'll have a video for you guys set up, so you can look at the video. It's a free video. It's unlisted on YouTube, so it's not out there on YouTube, but it definitely is. It is on YouTube, but it's an unlisted video, so you can only watch it through the link. For the guys that want to know more on how I trade, let me know. I can share this video with you guys, and make sure to leave me a comment. Some of you guys already did. Carbonite did it. Andrew did it. You guys are legends. I truly appreciate that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know if it was valuable to you. And yeah, take a look at it in the chat here. You can watch the video. Take a look at it. All right, let's see if they want to continue lower here. That would be nice. That would be nice. Let me know, for the guys that just tuned in, let me know where you're from. We got some new people here in the chat. Let me know where you're from. I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Hope you guys are doing alright. 4 hours looking good for the continuation. Yeah, it's looking nice. It's looking nice for sure. Also on the 6 hour, it's looking really good. I passed my 100k Tradeify. Well played, my friend. Good job. Let's drop a W in the chat, guys. Drop a W in the chat. We have someone that passed the challenge. Nice. Congratulations. I'm from the USA. Nice. Welcome, welcome, United States. Welcome. I'm not chasing, but I enjoy watching you trade it. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm from Turkey. Amsterdam is the dream. Open coffee shop and such. Oh, nice, man. Hey, who knows? It might work out for you. You never know. You never know. I actually want to travel outside of the Netherlands, but I know a lot of people actually like the Netherlands a lot. Let's see what we got here. Finland. Nice. Welcome. I've been to Finland when I was young. Really beautiful. Big mountains. Something we do not have in the Netherlands. We do not have mountains in the Netherlands. Alright, we're reaching back up again. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see if we want to set it off a little bit further. It looks like it. Looks like it. Let's see. So we're talking about 15 more points here to the downside. Yeah, we also have a SMT happening right now on ES. So I hope that it's going to continue pushing through. Otherwise, this could be a sweep of liquidity here. So we need to see some push momentum here on ES. For this instance, I'm going to take off one more because of the SMT here, guys. So I took one more off for NQ while leaving the last one running. Regardless whether or not it's going to hit. Maybe I throw my stop along the way if I get the option to do so. But you guys can see here, so we have an SMT. What I mean by the SMT is that we have a divergence, right? We have a divergence. And that's something you have to be aware of here, guys, right? A divergence means that the one asset is no longer correlating with the other one, meaning that if this wants to stay higher and pushing higher up, there's a potential that NQ is going to follow up, right? And this means that we created a higher low, meaning that this is a strong low in this instance, right? Strong low. And it could be that we're going to come all the way back up. So smart money divergence is it SMT. It's just a divergence between the two most correlating assets, and that's MNQ and ES. So that's what we're currently looking at. So when it comes to the trade, yeah, we made a 1.4 return on the current trade, which is not the best, but it is what it is though. If we still reach back to the original target, it's probably gonna be around 2.5 hour return. It is what it is. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. You can visit our buddy in Finland. Yes, nice. Let's see what happens here, though. All right. And Australia, for sure. For sure. That's going to be the first place I go. That's going to be the first place I go. Australia. My friend, of course. Once I make it all out, guys, I'm gonna be visiting my mentor in Australia. I promised to buy him a Rolex one day. That's for sure still gonna happen. I remember it. It's not gonna go away, guys, right? Always bless the people around you that did a lot for you in the past, right? Don't bless random people, of course, like people that did nothing for you, but you understand what I'm saying here, right? Oh, that's good melon. That's good melon. Who's still actively watching, by the way? Press a 1 in the chat if you're still here. Let me know if you guys are still here, actively watching. How's the melon? It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I need help. How can I trade my funded account? Because this is my first funded account, so I need an idea from you, Legendary. What do you mean? How can you trade your funded account? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, right? How did you come across your mentor in Melbourne? Trading, bro. Trading. And yeah, we met each other in the past when I was still running with someone else. All right, I was part of a company, and we met through the company, and eventually we came into contact. So that's how it went, you know. And then we spoke on a continuous basis, guys. Continuous basis, both interested in trading, and yeah. He loved how passionate I was, right? About many things in life, right? Also, business related and stuff. So yeah, he helped me out a lot, and teach me a lot of valuable lessons on what you need to shut up when someone else is talking that has more experience than you. That's one of them. Let me see. So let me get the whiteboard for you, Damien. Give me 1 second, bro. All right, so when it comes to your funded account, let me know if you guys can see the whiteboard. Press a 1 in the chat if you can see it. Just need to make sure. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, right? Gonna make it a little bit bigger. We're still in the trade. We're gonna see whatever happens with the trade here, but we do, yeah, like you guys see, we have an SMT still, right? So until they break that SMT, there is a big chance they're gonna come back up. But let's see. Do you guys see it? Press a 1 in the chat. All right. All right, so when it comes to your funded account, are you still here, my friend, for the funded account explanation? All right, so let me know what size it is. What's your funded account size? This music is no longer relaxing. Ooh, nice, this is better. All right, 100K, so you have 3,000 in drawdown, correct? So when it comes to your 100K account, right? The thing you gotta ask yourself is, I know that I have 100K, right? 100K account, but you bought $3,000 in drawdown. It's probably cost you like $100, right? So you invested $100 and you got 3,000 back, right? $3,000 to trade with. So you have to ask yourself, I don't know how much you invested in total, right? But this is your actual account size, right? It's not 100K, it's $3,000. And you have to ask yourself, okay, do I want to stay in the game a long term, or am I willing to risk more, right? That's the question you got to ask yourself. My personal preference would be to take the $3,000 and divide it by 10 or 15, right? 10 or 15 positions that you can take initially. Meaning that you could risk a max of like $200 per trade, right? $200 to $250 per trade in total, yeah? Instead of thinking, okay, I got a 100K account, I'm gonna risk 1% of the 100K, meaning you're gonna risk $1,000. That's not ideal, because then you would be risking 33.3% of your initial capital, right? Because this is your capital. It's not the 100K, it's $3,000. So you have to divide it over, you have to understand what is the actual balance that I have, and that's how you're gonna trade it, okay? Does that make sense? And then the overall goal would be to get one payout from this account and to add more accounts. Okay, this music is giving me like brain damage. Okay, all right, that's better. Okay, so this is the first thing that you have to look at, okay? And when you add more accounts, I'm gonna show you something, right? So let's say you add more accounts, or you copy trade them. So let's say you have 500K accounts, you would have 15,000 in drawdown, right? If you then risk $500 of the 15,000 divided over all the accounts, you're risking more, but you're not really risking more, because you're only risking $100 per account. This means you're increasing your profit risk to reward, right? You're increasing the money that you're making per trade without increasing your risk. And that's the overall goal that you want to get to. So you want to decrease the risk by getting more accounts with the payouts that you're making. And then you want to copy trade them over 5 accounts, meaning you risk $100 per trade. But initially you're doing it times 5, so you're risking 500 per trade. But now you have 15,000 in capital, meaning that you're risking 3% per trade, right? If you would do this over 5,000, you would be risking, if you do this over 3,000, right? The 500 per trade, you would be risking, how much is that? How many times 6? Well, it's like 15% or something like that, or like 20%, yeah? So you would be risking a lot more based on what you have in relationship to 3,000. You see what I mean? So what you have to do is you have to get more accounts, copy trade the accounts eventually. That's my way of doing it. And then you're increasing your risk without actually increasing your risk, meaning you make more money, okay? Does that make sense? So that's the thing you have to look at, right? So you don't look at the account size that you got, you look at the drawdown that you have. And the drawdown is what you need to use to make trading decisions. Damuru. Does that make sense, my friend? And when it comes to trading wise, you just, yeah, you passed it before, so I think you can do it again, right? But let me know if that makes sense, my friend. But that was it, basically, guys. That was the explanation. I hope that did anything for you. All right, let's see. All right, nice. Okay, we're still selling off drastically here. We in harmony. Oh, nice. This is good. Do you guys hear the music? This is nice. I like this one. So helpful. No problem. I was risking 250 per trade. Yeah, you're on the right path, bro. Especially, you know, and eventually when you add more accounts, you can lower your risk, but you're increasing your risk at the same time. Now you're risking 250 per account, which makes sense, right? But let's say you have 5 accounts and you only risk $100 per account. You're risking $500 still. So if you then make a 1 to 2R, you're making $1,000 without risking more, right? Do you have a trading playlist? This is not my playlist, bro, but I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you, no problem. What up? Good morning. Good morning, Roma. We doing all right? We have some big selling pressure stepping in here, guys. We have some big selling pressure stepping in. And we're actually building up now as well on the VIX, which is interesting. Which is really interesting. I might, if we close this bearish, I might increase the target here. If this wants to continue higher, we still have some room here for the VIX. And we still have some room to the downside as well on the Nasdaq. And we're just going to try and trill the lost contract as far as we can, right? Meaning that we probably increase it to all the way down here. What do you guys think about that? That might be a crazy idea here. Yeah, but I'm not going to, you know, give it all back. So if they close like this to the downside, I might give it a... I might trill my stop, you know? Let's see. I have a feeling gold will drop. Yeah, that could be the case, bro. I'm actually looking for longs on gold, but I'm not looking for it yet. I would be looking for longs after DXY comes back into this level and see how they respond there to potentially then look for longs. But until then, I'm not trading it personally. So it could definitely go down if DXY wants to keep rising. We've got 120 people watching. We only got 60 likes. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly, highly appreciated. That would be highly appreciated. Okay, so let's increase the target a little bit to the downside. And we're going to trill the stop loss along the way and see how far we can take it. What is the trade you're in? We're trading the short side at the moment. All right, so let's trill our stop loss towards this current high. Yeah, just above this high like that. We're currently in the short setup. And we're going to trill it along the way and see what happens. We just tapped 50% of the trilled move of the swing back up lower, but it's not really set an actual low yet. Well, it never went back to 50%. We'll see. We'll see if this wants to keep falling, guys. Thomas, please put stop loss on plus. Don't be stop. What do you mean? I have it already. I already have it, bro. I already have it. What is the trade you're in? Yeah, we're shorting the Nasdaq at the moment, bro. We're shorting the Nasdaq. Sorry, no problem, bro. No problem. Got 114 people watching. Let me know for the guys that never been here before where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Would be nice to know. Would be nice to know. Let's see if we can survive this top wick on the 5 for the continuation play lower. Actually, So what would be the we could also scale in here. Let's see. If they break here, the entry would be basis 40. Let's have a look here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm analyzing something here. It's completely Thank you for subscribing, Beauty. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Really depends here on the VIX breaking higher or not. Whether or not this makes sense. Good afternoon from South Africa. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Also depends on this. Win to you, bro. Thank you, John. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Can you explain your bearish, your bias in the DXY, please? So for now, I'm expecting the DXY to come higher, back to the inefficient candle on the upside here on the 6 hour, and then I will be looking to see whether or not it wants to go to the downside. If it wants to go to the downside, I will be looking to long gold, right? But until then, I'm not doing anything with gold. I'm just trying to see whether or not what's gonna happen here on the Nasdaq. I'm still gonna give my stop some breathing room. If they want to come back into the fair value gap here, that will be all right. And if they sell off, then again, I might scale in one contract again, guys. So I'm gonna see what happens here, because I see some potential here for a re-entry to the downside further. And of course, only do it when you have some capital left over, right? Let's see, because we actually went back into the zone, sold it off. They could come back into here for the current 20-minute and sell it off further, which I wouldn't mind seeing happen. So I potentially will add a sell limit here for one more if they come back up, back onto this level. Let's see what happens here. And if that doesn't happen and they sell it off further, I might add a sell stop here. Hello from Canada. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Does that make sense, Roma, about my bias for the DXY? I hope that makes sense to you. Let's see if they come back into here. That would be all right. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see what happens here. So I'm potentially scaling in one more contract here. Just make sure you manage your own risk here, guys. My TP is... I would probably scale it back lower, but it depends whether or not they want to break down further again. Something you have to watch out for, guys. We have an SMT here with a yes, right? Which is not favorable, of course, that there's an SMT. But this could be a pullback for the continuation play. So that's what we're anticipating now. Whether this is going to play out is the big question. The VIX is selling off again. We do need some buying pressure on the VIX. I heard you said you will be looking for long on gold. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Later today, not yet. If I will be looking to long gold, it depends on the dollar. If the dollar wants to come back to this level, this inefficient level above us, and then sell off, I will be looking for longs on gold. But now I'm not longing it, no. Right now I'm not longing gold. Hey, Canada, South Africa, did not forget you yet. Thank you. Welcome back to the live stream. I appreciate that. Lindo, welcome back. So my TP is at the current previous day low, bro. Van Houten, that's why my TP at the moment. But I'm trying to see if I can scale in with one more contract here on the pullback after we just made some money already. So I'm using money that I already made, guys, just so you know. I already made money on this trade. I'm just trying to get more out of the move now. Got a new half an hour and 5 minutes from now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we're moving pretty drastically to the upside on ES. Let's see. I'm gonna skill in one more right now. So I skilled in one more. I'll keep my stop here. So I'm okay with risking $100 here. That's okay. I skilled in one more. The reason for the extra entry here is because we swept previous 20-minute high, and we're selling off. If they want to come up a little bit higher, that's okay. That's not a problem. And if they now move down, we would be taking off one back on the current low of the 20. Romario, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Longs on gold, maybe. Could be the case for sure. Yeah, it could be the case. I'm not trading longs as of yet though. I'm not trading longs as of yet. Got 130 people watching. Hope you guys are doing all right. If you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash the like. That would be highly appreciated. We got some selling pressure coming in here. Let's see if they want to continue the sells down. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I appreciate the subscription. Thank you. Do you think this will keep dumping to previous day lows? Yeah, well, that's what I'm currently hoping to see happen. But we do have an SMT here with ES, right? So ES never took the current day low, which means that there is some strong potential for ES here, and we have to question whether or not NQ is going to follow through here to the downside. That's the big question at the moment. But we'll see what happens here. The VIX is also not buying up anymore like it was beforehand, but it's taking out inefficient low here, so maybe it wants to move higher afterwards. Let's see what happens here though. The VIX going higher would definitely back up our position. Right now it's not doing it. Ooh, nice music. The dollar is rising, so that's actually backing up the shorts on MNQ. But we need the VIX to also go higher here. The Volks to go higher. New half an hour and 2 minutes from now. Let's see what happens here, guys. DXY is doing bad. Yeah, the DXY is not pushing higher drastically, but it's moving. All right. I got the level marked out with an alert for once they get there. Woo! Nice music, guys. Smooth, like woo, woo, woo. All right, we're pushing down again here on MNQ. That's nice. Let's see if they want to take the current 20-minute open. Then we skilled in one and we instantly made a profit on it as well. That would be nice. We can't hear the music. You're joking. You're joking. Can you hear it now? Can you not hear the music? Can you not hear the music? Is it loud or is it soft? Like if I put it any louder, I break my ears out, guys. Oh, this song is really nice. I'm gonna play this again. Ooh, soft, but it's okay. How? Is this better? I hope this is better. I can't put it any louder. I'll break my ears for real. All right, let's see. So we scaled in one contract. I'm gonna probably get taken out on the one that we scaled in, so that's nice. That's some management for you right here, guys. That's some trade management if this happens. ES is selling off as well, so that's really good. Let's see if we're gonna get taken out on this one. This is nice trading, guys. I like this. This is really good trading. We're trading really good at the moment. All right, that's nice. We're selling off instantly. Now, of course, we scaled in, so our target is gonna be different now. So that's okay. Nice, well played, guys. Let's see if this wants to continue lower now. We're in the top of the current 20-minute candle. So congratulations. We did precisely what we were expecting it to happen. As you guys can see, we went into the 20-minute top of the range. We entered one more contract. And now it's selling off. So we started trading up here. We took the trade down. Took our profit for the most of the position. Entered one more when they came back. Took that one off again when they go down. So now we're left out with the one contract we scaled in at last, at the top of the current 20 minutes. So that's amazing. This is precisely how we should be trading here, guys. Congratulations. This is the time frame synchronization stuff I was talking about. And then we will be taking out this one just before the low. And that would be it for me. Let's see. Let's see if they want to give this to us. Do you have a volume slider on your headphones? Yeah, I do. Does that adjust it? No, but it also adjusted it for you guys. Well played, though. W's in the chat. Good trade management. I'm glad we did it this way. Of course, it's playing out. That's also nice, but oh, yes. Oh no, we're pushing higher on the XY, I guess. What is going off? The VIX. Oh, the VIX is pushing. Look at that, guys. Amazing. The VIX is pushing through. That's amazing. That's amazing. So let's see how we actually did here. Yeah, look at that. There's some good trading here, guys. We sold it here, bought it up here, sold it again. Let's hope it wants to continue towards the low, though. That would be nice. If the VIX wants to continue pushing higher, then that's definitely backing up our position. So far, I have 600 profits, 2+ runners with you. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. It's all you, man. You did it. I didn't do anything. I just gave my idea. Congratulations. Good job, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Like I mentioned it before, guys. I will mention it again. We don't praise the winners, because if we praise the winners, the losers are gonna feel harder, right? Trading, winning and losing is part of the game. Trading, winning and losing is part of the game. What's your strategy, SMC? Yeah, time frame synchronization is how I call it for myself. I just trade all the candles combined. I'll send you the video link right here. So this is a video that I made myself, and let me know in the comments if it did anything for you in the comment section of the video, and I'll share it with you guys. You guys have a look at it, and that's how I look at it, right? How I look at the charts. That's why we entered one more contract here on the 20-minute high. Let's hope it plays out, though. That would be nice. What's the VOX correlation? Yeah, so the VOX is the volatility index. It's also being used as a fear measurement and stuff like that. But mostly it's a negative correlator from the Nasdaq, meaning that it does the opposite of what the Nasdaq does. And whenever the VOX, the volatility index, spikes higher, you could assume that the Nasdaq wants to sell lower. And that's what's currently happening, right? Yeah, I like fractals. Yeah, that's how I do it personally, bro. Ooh. Alright, let's see. We closed higher, though. We swept the lows and then closed back into the range, which is not ideal. We could still come back above the current 30-minute high and sell it lower, though. So that would be that wouldn't be a problem. We're at break even on the rest of this position. Let's see what happens here, though. Some nice music, right? Do you guys hear it now? I like it. It's good music. Alright, let's see. Who's still actively watching, by the way? Press a 1 in the chat if you're still here. We got 140 people watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. Let me snatch a little of my fruit bowl here. Nice. Jacoba, I see that you know how to get the party started around here. Yeah, I'm trying. All right, we're buying back up here, guys. We still haven't broke lower on ES. Crazy. That's crazy. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see if we can survive. Maybe they want to re-rate above 30-minute high and then set it lower. Let's see if that's the case or not. Yeah, let's say they rate it back up again. Trade it back above 30-minute high. If they do that, I would be willing to add another one on the flip here, on the 5. Well, let's see if that's the case. Because we have a 3-minute fair value gap here. So if they trade back up above the current 30-minute high, if we survive here, could also come back here, but that wouldn't be ideal. Let's see what happens here, guys. Let's say they trade above the current 5-minute high and they flip the 5-minute low. I would add one more again to the trade here, assuming that they put a top wick in this fair value gap on the 30-minute. Are the blue arrows the longs? No, those are the buys. So you buy yourself out of the position, right? So I sold it here and I bought myself out of the position, and I sold one extra here and I bought one out extra here. You see? Does that make sense? That's how it works. Thanks for teaching. No problem, bro. I'm trying my best. There's some really good other traders on YouTube, though, that you can learn a lot from. They're way better than I think in explaining how to trade than me, for sure. Some guys, if you want to check some guys out regarding trading, the way on how I look at the markets to a degree as well, you could look at TJR Trades. He's on YouTube. He explains a lot of the ICT concepts, SMC concepts, whatever, right? You could look at this guy. He knows really good at what he's talking about. And someone else you could look into, I've showed it to you guys before, that would be World Class Edge. This is by Fabio Valentini, right? I would definitely look into this one, guys, if I were you, right? They have free lectures by really big traders, way better than me, by the way, probably, right? And they teach it all for free. So I would say look into this website if I were you. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like it. It's free, right? But this is amazing, guys. This is really good content. This is really good content. So yeah. All right, we're selling off further to the downside. We did not enter one more contract because they never rated the current 30-minute high. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here. So we're taking our profit just before this low. Man, do you have a playlist on how to learn efficiently? You mean how to learn efficiently? You mean like playlist and videos? Playlist and videos from who you can learn from? Not really, to be honest. But I think if you have a bit of a basic understanding, just watching those guys would give you a lot of insight. Do you have a mentorship? No, I do not have a mentorship, my friend. I do not have a mentorship. I don't have anything to sell at all. I don't have anything. But those guys, they can teach you a lot already. And when it comes to the mentorship, there's some guys actually that already sent me a message regarding mentorship. Who knows what I will do in the future, but for now I think I no. Who knows? Maybe in the future, right? But for now, no. I first just want to, trade with you guys live, show you guys that I know what I'm talking about, and then who knows in the future, if you guys really want it, I could open a group or something like that. But for now, I do not have anything. I do not have anything, but there's a lot of free information out there, bro. So you can gather a lot of information. Of course, they're gonna give you a little bit of they're just gonna give you the information, right? So it's not gonna be personalized or helping you personally. So that's a bit of the difference. But You can watch this guy on YouTube, TT Trades, and you can watch, or you can go into that world-class Edge program like I mentioned before. That's this website, and you can learn a lot from these guys, bro. You can learn a lot from these guys. And otherwise, there's probably enough mentors out there right now. Just make sure you pick someone that you can relate to. That's the most important part, my friend. Pick someone you can relate to. It's late for me. I will watch some TT Trades before sleep. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. All right, my friend. Have a good night. Sleep well. Have a good night and sleep well. We got 140 people watching. For the guys that never been here before, let me know where you're from. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've never been here before. And let me know where you're from. Let's see. Let's see if this wants to continue selling off. That would be nice. That would be nice if we continue to sell off. I'm still willing to enter another trade in case they want to come back above this high and then sell lower. I'm still willing to do that here. Also for the current 20 when I'm looking at it, right? I would be willing to enter more. 150 people watching. You guys are legends. I really appreciate every single one of you. From Texas. Nice. Welcome. We only got 900 views on today's stream. I have no idea how this is the case. We only got 900 views on today's stream. But we got 144 people watching. I have no idea. I have no idea. Hi, my first time here. Love from Nigeria. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing good. For the guys that haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to do so. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live. That would be highly appreciated. And also hit the like. We got 150 people watching. Smash up the likes, guys. What prop firm do you use? I'm currently trading with Lucid. We're currently trading 2 accounts with Lucid at the moment. This one is halfway past right now. Almost halfway past. It's almost midnight here. Thank you. See you next time. All right, bro. See you tomorrow. Or, yeah, depending on if I will trade tomorrow. And otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Will we get some data today? Data, you mean news releases? Yeah, we do have some news releases today, yeah. We have some news releases in 45 minutes from now. Seeing you lives before, great community. I like your basic structure and the way you trade and teach. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate the compliment. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you trade London too? Yeah, I do, but not on the live stream. But maybe I will trade it live as well. This London session was amazing for the shorts from 2 o'clock. So exactly what we did on 6, but then on 2. You would have had a bigger stop though. But this was a really nice trade to the downside. I think this was even more favorable compared to 6, but that's all right. Of course, it's easy to say afterwards, but yeah, this would have been a really nice trade on 2 o'clock. Would have been a really nice trade on 2. So I have models, right? I have certain time models when I'm looking at the chart. 2 o'clock is a model for itself. 2 o'clock I will be using to draw it back to nearest liquidity. And 6 would be a continuation to reversal play or a continuation of its original trend for a longer period of time. Like it's right now it's selling off pretty drastically here. But yeah, let's see what happens here though. I think it still could go all the way down here, to be honest. It still could go down all the way here. But let's see what happens here though. We could still get involved later on again. If we have to. From Australia, nice. Welcome to the live stream, guys. All over the world, guys. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I also trade New York session for the guys that are wondering, but New York session is a bit of a tricky, iffy situation. There's a lot of mixed decisions happening whenever a New York session comes around. So it's a bit more tough for me to trade. Gold long demo, but about to hit TP. Oh, nice. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Means we're selling off again on the DXY. I was expecting the DXY to go a little bit higher still, for me, personally. But we'll see what happens here. The VIX is also selling off again, which is not ideal for our trade here when it comes to the Nasdaq. especially now we rated above 6 o'clock highs. That's not ideal. Let's see what ES is doing. Yeah, we need to see that sell side pressure coming in on the ES here. A New York session might have a couple of deep retracements, while London session usually slowly but surely moves in one direction. Yeah, I've noticed that as well, my friend. Andre, I've noticed that myself as well, my friend. You're completely right. What's your recommendation on prop firm for beginner trader? I do not do any recommendations, bro. There's a website. It's called propfirmedge.com. And here you can see all the different... Oh, great again. Thank you for subscribing. But here you can see all the different prop firms. And you can just find which one you like. And then you look through the rules and then you do it that way, you know. I don't have any affiliate deals with prop firms. I know you guys asked me. A lot of you guys actually send me a DM saying you want to use my code. But I don't have a code, right? If I in the future would work with a firm, it has to be because I truly believe they are good for the trader. I trade with Lucid now. And I think Lucid is really good. But you need to make your own decision, of course. Bro, your screen is kind of black. Is it? It shouldn't be, bro. It shouldn't be. It should be good, my friend. It should be good. Alright, we're selling off here on... we do not have a bottom wick on the current hourly candle, which is not favorable for us. We can see you fine. Okay. Okay. Your screen is like a mini panda. Yeah. Okay. Now it should be good, my friend. Maybe restart the live stream. That should fix it for you, I hope. It should fix it for you. Alright, we're selling off again. Let's see if we can get the last take profit here, guys. I can't see anything on my side. Yeah, maybe open the stream. Would it be okay to take a time sell trade at this time? I wouldn't sell it at the bottom of the day, no, personally. Greetings from Germany. Thank you, my friend. Greetings from Amsterdam. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Where would you look to short gold? I'm not shorting gold personally. I would prefer the longs. But the longs, I would preferring them lower, right? Or I was, preferring them lower basically. But that seems not to happen here with the DXY selling off already. But my level for the DXY would be this high. Come back into here and then sell it off. So I'm looking for longs on gold. And that still could happen though. I'm just waiting for the DXY to confirm it. And the longs would be back to the opening gap of the current day. So back towards this level. I would be waiting for that to happen. We could still potentially get a trade also on gold here soon. You just have to wait for the DXY to confirm it. And if that doesn't want to do it for us, meaning that they actually want to continue selling here, that would be a bit tough for me personally. Because I don't really like this level here on the 6 hour. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here in the next hourly candle. Thomas, hello, my friend. Hello. Welcome. Brian, welcome to the live stream. Alright, so we got taken out here. Oh, that's the sell. That's the sell. That's the sell of the century here. I think that's some news that just came out. I'm not sure, but it feels like that was some news. I feel like that was some news. But congratulations, guys. We did an amazing job today trading wise. So let's have a look. Let's go over what we did here for the MNQ. Let's have a look what we did here for the MNQ. So the reason why we entered our positions here. So we had our first position here that we entered, right? First position here. And we entered it like this. And we took most of our position below this low right out below this low, and then we scaled in one more, right? We scaled in one more right here at the top, and yeah, we took everything out along the way. So I think in total we what is it? We catched a total of 110 points with scaling as well. So congratulations, guys. Congratulations. It was a nice trade. Well played. Let's have a look what's gold doing. Okay, gold sent all the way back down again. You see that? So DXY is rising again. I'm gonna wait and potentially see a short setup or see the DXY selling from here. Until then, we're not doing anything. But yeah, good job, guys. Good job, everyone, on the trade here for the downside on MNQ. It was a really good play. What was the thought process for entering the trade? I'm gonna explain it, but I'm gonna get the whiteboard out for you. I'm gonna explain it on the whiteboard, okay? Do you guys want to see it when I explain it on the whiteboard? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see it. Let me know if you guys want to see it, and I'll explain it on the whiteboard. Only if you guys really want it, otherwise I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, we're gonna use this one. Give me 1 second. We're gonna explain it to you guys. Explain it on the I need to get myself a whiteboard stance for real, actually, to be honest. I have one. Maybe I'm gonna set it up right now. Give me 1 second, guys. Can you guys give me 1 second? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put the whiteboard stance up. Give me 1 second. I think this is a better idea. We're gonna try and figure it out here. Let's see. This might be a better idea. Give me 1 second. Alright. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. That's how we do it, guys. Isn't that amazing? I got a whiteboard stance right now. Look at that. Alright. Does everyone see me? Press the 1 in the chat. This is actually pretty fun. Alright, let's see. Let me. All right. So we had this trade. I'm gonna explain this one right now to you guys. All right. Nice. All right. So for the day, the current trading day, what we were looking at, right? The first important thing to understand is that the day where we were trading already below the current day open, right? But we saw that price pushed up, down, up, continue this move down. So right now, within the current day, we're trading to the downside. We have bearish delivery, right? So we have bearish delivery at the moment to the downside. Does everyone confirm? Everyone can see it, right? The moment 6 opened up, we were looking for our setup. 6 o'clock is the new 12 o'clock candle. It's the new 4 o'clock candle, new 6 o'clock candle, whatever, right? We traded above 6 back into the current trading range of the day, right? So we created the top on the current 6 o'clock candle. Then we traded below, we traded back in, and we took our entry to the downside, right? This is where we entered our short position with our entry, right? So we entered with our stop above current 6-hour high, meaning the reason why is because if they break 6 o'clock high, you're completely wrong on your bias. So it's a valid stop loss, right? It's not a random stop loss based on nothing. It's based on the current 6 o'clock high, yeah? Now, we entered to the downside, and we took our first profit out at the current day low, right? So we had a current day low that was already set in right here, and that's where we took our first major position off, right? That's where we took our major position off here first. Then we had a new 20-minute candle opening up. The new 20-minute candle opened up, and it pushed all the way back into what? Inefficient price action, right? This is the top of the 20-minute candle, meaning that the 6 hour is still delivering to the downside. And this, the buying pressure coming back up, is people buying into the position, meaning that, you know, they could be liquidity for us to go lower, right? So we added one more position here on the pullback on the 20-minute, and then continued it back down again to what? just before previous day low on the side, right? Where there's major liquidity resting. You see what I mean here, guys? So that's what we did today, right? That's how we traded it. There are some things that we could have done differently, meaning that we could have held a little bit more of our 6 o'clock position. And we took only, let's say we only took 40% out here, right? Instead of 80%, and we only took 40%. This would drastically increase the reward that we would get based on the skill and that we did later on the 20-minute candle. We only could skill in one, because if we skilled in more, it would have messed everything up, right? But yeah, that's how we did it. Well played. Does that make sense to you guys? The reason how we entered the position here. Does that make any sense? From a trading perspective, right? So you have to understand that the current day, I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna draw one more thing out here. Press the one in the chat if it makes sense. The current day was forming like this, right? This is the current day candle to the downside, right? This is the current day candle forming down. 6 o'clock opened up here, right? Or just a little bit higher, right? 6 trades back up. And a lot of people, if they're locked in on only what happens here, they miss that the overall daily is already delivering down. And that's why we have time frame synchronization. That's why we look at multiple time frames. We understand that the daily is already delivering down. We trade back into the current day range for the top of the 6, and then we confirm it by trading below and continuing the trend down, right? Does that make sense? For the guys that are watching, let me know. This was the idea here. So if you look on it here on the side, you can see it here precisely, right? So you can see that we opened the day. I'm gonna make my camera a little bit smaller. You can see it here, right? So you have the open of the day right here. This is your open of the day, yeah? You trade below, you trade above, your daily candle is flipping bearish. We trade back into inefficient price action, set it off, you have 6 o'clock opening up. Right now 6 is precisely did what we said, right? It traded up, created a top wick, trades below, trade above again, trade below, entry, right? We entered a little bit earlier, and then it sold off, right? Sold off to the downside. We took a major portion of our position here at this current low, right? 20-minute candle opens up, trade back into what? The current 6-hour delivery down. We enter one more at the top. We scale one out when it flipped again to the downside, and the last position we took out just before previous day low. So in the 6 o'clock you don't need the 20-minute candles, but I like the 20-minute candles a lot. I like them a lot. But yeah, this is basically it. Well played, everyone. This was a really good position, right? Regardless on whether it was a win or a lose, or we didn't take it or whatever, this was a really good position. Really good trade management. Trading the current trend and trading it along the way. So well played, everyone. And yeah, that was the explanation. I hope that made any sense. I hope that made sense. So yeah. All right. Is the live is getting recorded? Yes, the live is recorded for sure. The live is recorded. All right, we're back. We're back. The live is recorded. I don't understand the 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is the 6 a.m. candle for New York, right? So when you're thinking, okay, what I'm explaining to you guys here is numerology. Okay, I always struggle with the same word. Wait, give me a second. Numerological calculations. So this, right? This word. Look, right? Numerological calculation uses algorithms to approximately solutions to mathematical problems that are difficult or impossible to solve, right? So when it comes to numerological calculations, you would calculate the amount from the starting point, right? And that's what I use here. So when we open the day, let's say this is our open of the day, right here, this red line is the open of the day. That would be 18 o'clock, right? 18 o'clock. Yeah, that's the open of the day. Then you start counting. 19 o'clock would be candle 1. So that's your first candle. Then 22nd. And if you calculate it this way, you understand that 6 o'clock is your midpoint of the day. That's your last 12-hour candle that opens up during this day. Right? And that's why for me it's really important that this candle at that hour could provide a lot of information. Meaning that this could also be the sweep of the current day low and the previous day low for the reversal back higher. So let's say then we trade back above 6. You could assume that we're going to come back all the way to the daily open, right? 6 is like the midpoint in the day. Does that make sense? That's how I look at it. So that's why I use 6 a lot. I think 6 is a really important level for price, right? To look at 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, numerologic. Yeah, all right, whatever. You understand what I'm saying here. But does that make sense? 6 o'clock is 6 a.m. for New York time. So you can adjust your time zone to UTC -4, and that's 6 o'clock. But yeah, nice. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, let's see what happens here on the DXY. DXY is selling off pretty drastically here now. So this means that we can have some buying pressure happening here now on gold. So what happened here on gold for 6 o'clock? That's a good question, right? So 6, what happened? 6 went down, rated current day low for gold. We were looking at the Nasdaq, but this is a good example, right? So we rated current day low, trading back above 6, and now the delivery for the last 12-hour candle is flipped bullish, meaning that there's a big chance we're gonna come back right here to this BPR, right? Where price was balanced before it actually pushed all the way down. So that would be the bias for me, looking for longs. The question is it gonna be from this current state? That's the big question, right? If we're looking at the current hour, it does look like it might want to do it from here. And we tap back into previous day low and are selling it off now, which is interesting. So we could potentially see a long forming here on gold soon. What are we currently doing? So if you're looking at midnight, we're currently respecting the previous 6-hour closure, right? You see that, guys? At midnight open. 6 o'clock still below us, which is interesting. But we have to watch and see what happens here. So we traded it down, back into midnight, trading it back up again. What happened? This is our current 8 o'clock open. Rated it back down, trading it back up. Let's see what happens here. Already traded it down, back into all the levels. This could be a potential long forming here on gold. Also with the alignment on the dollar. Dollar selling off so heavily. It's giving us a vibe for short potentials for the dollar. Long potentials here for gold. But I'm gonna wait here for the 5-minute closure. And this might be the last setup that we'll be looking for today for the long on gold. On gold, guys, on gold, not on NQ. NQ is already done for me. We had the short to the downside. Right now, I'm not doing anything with NQ anymore. NQ is already done for me. NQ is over for me. But potentially the longs on gold could be the play here. All right, I like this displacement. If they come back down in a couple of seconds here, I'll be looking to enter a long position here. But I'm waiting for the new 5 o'clock, 5-minute candle. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, bro. Yeah, no problem, man. I hope it works. I hope it helps you out. We got 144 people watching. If you guys enjoy the live stream, make sure to hit the subscription button and also hit the like. That would be highly appreciated. Spot on. Clean trend price action. Thank you, Just Build. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, bro. So at 6 o'clock, you use the 20-minute candles to take entry. You could be using only 20-minute candles for sure. Yeah, you could be using only 20-minute candles. You could do that. Also 15. It really depends on whatever you like the most and what looks favorable, right? You also have to make sure that it looks favorable when you're looking to enter a trade, you know. All right, looking all right. Looking all right. Let's see, how much is this? All right, yeah. If they come back down again, I'll be willing to take a buy here for gold. This will be my last position, guys. Remind yourself, not all positions are winners, so make sure you understand that. But we'll be looking for a buy here with our stop below current hourly low and with the target back towards, yeah, towards the opening gap, basically. So this is the current trade I'm looking to enter. Back on the retracement here for the current 5. And the stop will be below the current hourly low, right? And we're looking for DXY to continue selling off, right? So this is the idea here. Let's see what happens. We just rated the highs here, so we have to keep that in mind. Alright, we got tagged into the long here on gold. Let's see if they wanna move higher from here for the 5-minute perspective. Or they're gonna sink it down instantly and take us out. Because this could still be the case, right? Just telling you guys. I'm not a magician. I'm not a special trader here. They're selling it through pretty heavily here. It would be nice if they take me out instantly. Oh, we're still in. MNQ long hit. TP took it after the previous day low was taken. Well played, my friend. Well played. Good trade. Good trade. Let's see if we can continue here to the downside on the DXY. A level of interest would be... oh, okay, never mind. Alright, we got taken out on gold. And that would be it for me for today, personally. I'll stay around a little bit longer still, but we got taken out here on gold. That's alright. Alright, so we got one loss and one win today. Let's see what we're ending the day with. So we're ending the day with 500 in profit, guys. That's pretty good, I would say, right? I would say that's pretty good. But that was an instant stop out here on gold. But our stop loss was placed at a really good location, guys, right? So the reason why I put my stop at the hourly low is that if they break the hourly low, they're switching the delivery from the candle, right? And you can see now that I could have taken it way lower, but then the risk to reward would be completely off, right? The volatility is, of course, a little bit dangerous right now when it comes to the DXY. And I was still preferring the level to come back higher when it comes to the DXY, but it seems like it wants to sell lower. Gold is not really reacting to the DXY at the moment, so it feels like there is some manipulation going on here. Maybe there's a tweet that came out regarding geopolitical news here for the oil, because oil is rising, and we're definitely ranging here. Can you guys see that on oil? And there's a big correlation between oil and gold, guys, right? There's a big correlation between oil and gold. And you have to keep that in mind, right? That if there's something coming out on the war in Iran and stuff like that, it's going to have major influence on gold. So meaning that even though it's supposed to go higher based on whatever is happening here with the dollar, it might not do it, you know? Hi, bro. Love from India. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Iran news 15 minutes ago. Yeah, that might have a big impact here. That might have a big impact. Guys, don't forget to hit the like. Work hard, share your experience with us. Thumbs up. Hey, thank you, Stretch. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. What about news? Yeah, there's news indeed in 20 minutes from now. But the news did not have any impact on this trade for sure. We just got taken out instantly. It is what it is, though. Part of the game. I really thought this was a nice continuation play. If you look at it from this angle. So let's look at gold, huh? Let's look at it. So you have the open. You have a trade down lower. Back into midnight open. Trade up. Heavy displacement. Back into the fair value gap. Continuation play. This would have been a really nice continuation play for me. For the longs on gold. But it did not... It did not do it for us, which is alright. We only risked a small amount in comparison to what we made today, so that's good. That's alright, you know, part of the game. Iran news 15 minutes ago. Alright, so let me know where you guys are from. For the guys that are still tuned in, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Muddy Trades. I remember you. You said, you know what you said to me yesterday? You said to me that it was looking like I was gonna revenge trade. And you were 100% right, bro. After the stream, I actually took a FOMO position, but it was a good position. And it played out in my favor. But you were right, bro. When I was watching back, I watched the streams back, guys. To understand, okay, what am I going through when I'm trading? And I saw it. I saw the revenge trading coming into play. After the 4 break-evens, especially. Yesterday, guys, for the guys that weren't here yesterday, we had 4 break-even trades into a losing trade. And it was just a massacre. 4 break-evens. We were like floating 500 or something over the trades combined. And then we had a loss. And that was, yeah, sad, you know, it happens. Jack, welcome to the live stream, bro. Hope you're doing all right. USA. Oh, nice. A lot of USA people. Hope you guys are doing good. I have the best strategy, which has a 89% win ratio. Ooh, that's crazy. Hope keep it to yourself, bro. Keep it to yourself, bro. Do you know range calculation theory strategy? No, I have no idea, bro. You can explain it if you want. But if you really have a 90% win ratio, bro, you should step to a bank and sell them your strategy, because you would make a lot of money with that. Oh, look at that. I'm glad we put our stop below the hourly low, guys, because this just sunk all the way down, which is crazy, to be honest. It sunk all the way down. Are we still coming back towards this level on the DXY is the big question then, right? And we're selling further on the Nasdaq, which is interesting. Let's see. For the guys that are wondering, by the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on the gram. I'm not completely active as of yet, but I will be active more sooner than later. My handle is Thomas Jacoba on Instagram. Hit me a follow. Once I will become more active, I will also do some giveaways on Instagram for sure. I'm from South Africa. Welcome to the live stream, bro. MNQ on the downtrend, see it on the 50-minute chart. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. MNQ is on the downtrend. Yeah, we took the short on gold. I mean the long on gold. We didn't take it on MNQ. We tried to take the continuation play here above in the top here of the current trading range, but it didn't play out. But that's okay though. That's all right. It's not a problem. Can't win them all. We did the same exact thing here, by the way, guys. You see that? We did the same exact thing here, but it played out on NQ. But it didn't play out on gold. That's just how it goes. Can't win them all. I wish. It would be nice if we won them all. That would be crazy. Winning all the trades would be crazy. I followed you this morning, Duke. Oh, nice. I'm not a Duke, by the way, guys. I'm just saying. I'm not a Duke. I'm not a Duke. I have red blood, not blue blood. I'm just telling. I'm just saying to you guys. I'm just a regular guy trying to make it work in trading. We're all trying to do it together. You know how crazy that is, guys. We're trying to make it work together. We're selling off drastically on gold, by the way. That's an insane sell-off. Is there anything news related coming out at the moment? We see that oil is pumping through the roof. So that gives a bit of an explanation on why we're pushing down here on gold. Tommy Gunn, thank you, DPT. Welcome back to the live stream, bro. How long does it take you to on average to pass evals? You could pass an eval in 2 days, bro. But the question is, do you want to do it that way, right? Right now we're trading this account live, and we're halfway now, right? Trading it live, just by trading it regularly, right? But you could pass an account in 2 days or in 1 day if you full port it. So yeah, but I'm not doing it here though. Thomas, there's another trader, Tom Trades, who trades gold 83% win rate. That's crazy. That's nice. That's a high win rate for sure. I've been watching his videos to learn his strategy. Yeah, nice, bro. Let me know how it goes. But what's his risk to reward ratio? Do you know? Always news. This frustrating. How should we can't know, bro. We can't know. It's just part of the game, bro. It's a lot of geopolitical situations going on around the world right now, and sadly news is a part of that, you know, and that means that it has a big influence on the market. You just have to adjust yourself accordingly. Sadly, we can't do anything about it. Who is still actively watching? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're still actively watching. You guys are legends, by the way. You guys are legends. I really appreciate that. Alright, let's have a look. We're selling off drastically here on gold. So are trying to buy the continuation move did not occur. That's for sure. That's for sure. We tried it though. We gave it a crack here, guys. We gave it a crack, but it didn't work. Selling off drastically. Oil's rising like a maniac, and yeah, DXY as well is pushing it all the way back higher again. So that's interesting. That is interesting. All right, let's see. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything more that we can look at, but I feel like it might be closing in soon. Yeah, maybe we're gonna look into also streaming the London session for a short period of time. Then I just step away from the charts for a minute. Then we come back at 6 o'clock. Do you guys like that idea? Let me know in the chat if you guys like that idea. We might do that. We might do that. Who knows? Because this silver bullet was really good in the London session. I really like this type of setup, bro. Look at this. Also, if you look at it on the 2 hour cycle, right? The 2 o'clock cycle was amazing. Look at the candle creation here, right? For 2. So you reach back up into midnight open. You have a level of resistance here, right? And then you break below. You touch it again and you set it off. This was an amazing creation, by the way. This was like amazing. Look at this 2 hour candle. Man, amazing, amazing. I don't know what to say. Look at how clean that one is. The correlation gold USD is getting me crazy. Yes, there's no correlation, bro, at the moment. Like, it's not good correlation, at least. The correlation mostly is also with oil combined now. So you just have to make your right decisions here because, yeah, this is just crazy, right? This is crazy markets right now. It is what it is, though. I think it still has potential to buy itself up higher later in the day, right? Maybe I should have just waited for this level, like I mentioned before on DXY. And I got jebaited into the shorts here, but it did look really good. You know, like the sweep of liquidity, the closure back down. It did look really nice. So it is what it is. Yeah, gold is crashing for sure. Yeah, gold is crashing. Gold is crashing all the way down. Nice music, guys. Really nice music. If you guys haven't done it already, make sure to smash up the like. And if you want to support the live stream, share the live stream with someone that you know. Press on the share button, right? Press on the share button. Copy the link in your browser and share it to someone that you know that also trades and maybe enjoys watching the live stream together. If you want to really support the live stream, that would be highly appreciated, guys. By sharing it to someone you know. Good for longs, now and Q. Yeah, it could be the case, but I'm still looking for price to potentially come back to these highs on the VIX. So for me right now, longing it wouldn't be ideal, as I'm expecting price to go higher on the VOX still. And I can't short, like maybe we could have held on to our original position here, right? That could have been the potential that we held it on a little bit longer. But yeah, I think we made some good profit in return to what we actually were risking. So I wouldn't buy it here, and I wouldn't sell it here either. There's no way for me to sell it now. If I want to sell it, it would have to come higher again. But in relationship to the candle creation now, that wouldn't be ideal if it happens now. It would have to happen later. Gold is something weird here. Yeah, gold is doing something weird for sure. This is geopolitical news here, guys. This is what happens when there's a war going on, you know? Is there any website to follow? Yeah, you can go to Financial Juice. Financial Juice gives you everything you need to have in real time if you subscribe to the subscription that they have. It's a 3-month payment plan. It's like $30 a month, and then you get real-time news events dropping every single moment, so as you can see here, right? You get everything you need. Financial Juice is probably the best out there. Because the retracement may be very, very deep and very long. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think you're right here, bro. Of course, it could have also been a continuation play here, but I think there's definitely some geopolitical news going on right now. There is something going on that has influence on gold at the moment. Also, if we're looking at the dollar and at oil. If oil starts rising, money flow, you have to understand, guys, money flow in the market, right? Money flows in from one asset and goes into the next one. And right now, there's a big correlation between oil and gold. So if the money flows into oil, meaning that oil rises in prices, it seems like gold is being sold off in return for oil. Are you using ICT concepts to trade? Yes, I use some of the concepts from ICT for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, now there's a lot of stuff going on around the world right now, guys. And when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz, it's a complete chessboard that's being played out right now, okay? So you have to understand that this might go on for a really long period of time still. Oh, look at how they actually close precisely on the 100% of the standard deviation of this move. That's crazy. But there could be a lot of stuff going on still for the future here, guys, just so you're aware of it. Oh, here you go. There's another news drop, I think. There's another news drop, I think, right now. There's a lot of stuff going on for sure here, guys. We got news coming in 10 minutes from now. There's a lot of, you see that? They even notified that there's volatility playing around now. Which oil should I look at? You can look at the futures oil. If you don't have that one, you just have to look at the oil. Let's see. I would say the best one is to look at is the oil futures. The futures one, bro. So it's just this one right here. From NYMEX, but it's a subscription paid one. Good morning, Skinny. Good morning to the live stream. I like the music, by the way. We're having some vibes here, guys. We're having some vibes here. I need to get myself a standing desk so I can also stand whenever I'm live streaming. I don't have to sit the entire time. That might be better. Something to look out for is a standing desk for me. That would be a good idea here. So I can just stand whenever I feel like it. Just raise the desk. Bzzz, it raising up like that, you know? And then we're standing. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Let's see. All right, we're gonna wait and see what the news does. And then after that, I might consider going offline, depending on the news. We had our trade already for today. Is there gonna be another one is the big question. I don't know whether or not it's gonna happen. We'll see here. We'll see here what's gonna happen here in the next half an hour. We're gonna see what happens here in the next half an hour, guys. What are you planning to trade for the news? I'm not trading the news. I'm not trading the news. It's great that you have time to answer and explain every question. You won't be doing this when you have 1,000 people be watching. I'll try my best, my friend. I'll try my best, you know? I'll try my best. I'll try my best. But I don't predict the news, my friend. Masisa, welcome to the live stream. I hope I pronounced it correctly. If not, my apologies. I did my best. I did my best. Big sell-off to the downside here, guys. Really big sell-off to the downside. That's interesting. What a sell down here, guys. What a sell to the downside. How do you like to use the Fibonacci? You're talking about Fibonacci? Fibonacci, you could use it over any printed range, but I would prefer using it over trading candles themselves. So in this instance, I missed this completely, but this would have been a nice trade here. All right, from the low to the high on the current trading range on the hourly. This would have been a really nice position right here with the stop above the high and then trading it down back towards the Newsweek low. This would have been a really nice position, actually. This would have been a really nice position. I didn't take it though, but this would have been a really nice one. Now I'm looking at it. This is actually a really nice position. Also continuation play, right? From the current hourly trading range. So you can see how the hourly opened up. You have the hourly open right here, right? They traded down, or they traded up, down. You have a range created. They trade back into the golden pocket of the current trading hour, and then they set it off lower. Also in relationship with the 20-minute candle. This would have been a really nice trade here, guys. This would have been a really nice trade. I didn't take it though. I didn't take it, but this would have been really nice. It can go for the previous day low. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you mean previous week. Or the current week low you're talking about, actually. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Pretty simple. Yeah, that was a nice trade for sure. Yeah, that was a really nice trade. Yeah, we can see what the news does here. Potentially they reach back up again and then they set it off. But with news, I'm a bit skeptic. This could also be liquidity being used. And they come back all the way up into here. And then they set it off further, right? Back into this Vervelig up in the top. We're going to see what the news does, though. We're going to see what the news does for us here. I might be willing to take one more position. But if nothing shows, I will call it for today. We'll see. We got 4 more minutes until the news. 4 more minutes until the news. Oil's rising drastically here. The VIX is pushing itself higher, like anticipated. I would put an alert at the current week open to see what happens when they come into the current week open. That for me is really important. And overall, I'll be targeting back towards this level up here for the VIX. That would be the ideal scenario here. But we have to watch and see what happens here, right? Also put an alert here on the inefficient candle. See what happens once they come back into the inefficient candle on the VIX. We're gonna see. We have the news coming out in 3 more minutes here, guys. Let's see what happens. We got 140 people watching. For the guys that never been here before, if you like the stream, make sure to smash up the like. And for the guys that just tuned in, let me know where you're from. I'm from Amsterdam. Trading for over 6 years now. I'm 23 years old. We had a short to the downside and we tried the long gold here. That didn't work out officially. You can see it. That didn't play out, but it is what it is. And now we're looking for one more potential short to the downside here, depending on what the news is going to do for us here. This is our 6 o'clock open. Did you start it at 15? What do you mean 15? I started 2.5 hours ago. What is allowed? Sorry, I have no idea what you mean, bro. What news? Orange folder, yes. Age 15. No, I started at 17, bro. 17. Yeah, we have orange folder news coming out here in 1 minute and 20 seconds. No, I started trading when I was 17. But yeah, no, of course it's not allowed. But I started trading when I was 17. But I started trading crypto, so that was a bit different back then. I started trading crypto, made money in crypto, and then I got into the prop firm industry. Yeah, that's what we did. Orange folder doesn't do much. Yeah, it might do something though. You never know. This used to be red folder news, unemployment claims. It used to be red folder news, but it's no longer that drastic, it seems like. This used to be red folder news. Back in the day. Back in the day. All right, we got news coming in 20 seconds. It is moving a little bit higher though, so let's see. Let's see what comes out of the news here. Let's see if they want to take the low resistance liquidity and it's going to be a potential short continuation play here. I started at 54. Nice. Nice. Never a late bloomer when it comes to trading. All right, let's see. So we have the news. It's moving. It's moving. Let's see if it wants to move higher, though. Or it's instantly going to sell from here. So it's positive for the dollar. Positive news for the dollar. On 2 of them at least. This means that it would be bearish for gold. But yeah, it's not doing that at the moment. It's pushing higher, which is interesting. All right, we have one of them is actually negative. The core retail sales is negative. It's better than the previous though, but it's negative in comparison to... Oh no, it's negative. It's negative overall. I see. Okay, interesting. No, okay. The retail sales is extremely negative in this instance, but the rest is positive. The rest is positive. So let's see what happens here. Whether or not this is going to be bearish or bullish for gold is the big question. Are we going to sell further down? And is this going to be the buy continuation play for gold? I don't really like the trading range on gold at the moment. I gotta be honest with you. I don't really see any way for me to get involved here. So I have to avoid gold. Got 140 people watching. Hope you guys are doing all right. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. Seems like we're selling a lot further here on MNQ. Let's see if they really start breaking lower here, then that's it for me. If they want to come up again before, then we might get involved, but for now I can't. Let's see, gold. Yeah, gold's not looking too favorable. Yeah, gold is in a compression. It will make a bigger move next week. Until then, it's prepped, traded. Yeah, it seems a bit compressed for sure. I'm seeing a 15-minute bearish formation for gold. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It could potentially be a liquidity grab breakout scenario here for gold to the downside. If they really want to close this bearish, it could be the continuation play. When I'm looking at dollar though, yeah, the dollar is pushing higher, but gold's not really reacting to it. Not as what I was expecting. So let's say we do come back to this level here for the dollar and we make it efficient and then price starts selling off. This means that we could potentially buy gold. Nasdaq is not really doing anything. Nothing spectacular, let me say it that way. It's nothing spectacular. It is buying itself up again. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here, guys. The VIX is still pushing higher. The Nasdaq is also pushing higher, so we have negative correlation right now. Or we have positive correlation. It's supposed to be negative. So we have to avoid this, see what happens here. When it comes to ES is still selling lower, so that's nice. We do have, I think we do not have bearish divergence or bullish divergence here, so that's okay. We do not have bullish divergence. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold is selling off slowly. Still not doing anything major here. DXY is pushing really hard at the moment. So the dollar is pushing all the way through, but gold is not following up. Which is interesting. Let's see what happens when we come to this level. If we get there within the next 10 minutes, I will still be able to look for a position. Let's have a look here though. We swept all these lows out as well when it comes to gold. As you guys can see, we have all these lows. They swept it out back into the monthly open. This might be a potential long play here. I just dropped my fork. That just went all the way down to the ground. All right. Let's have a look here. I don't know what I just did. Oh. Gold swept London high, formed unicorn setup inside the OTE after arranging London session. This has to go lower. Yeah, you might be right, bro. You might be right. You might be right. Let's see. Let's see if this wants to continue lower. Let's see if this wants to continue all the way down. You might be totally right, you know. This is just a short continuation play here. I'm just yeah, I'm just a little bit iffy with the dollar at the moment. Let's see. Nasdaq is not really doing anything anymore. After our setup to the downside, it's just playing about. Nice music. This is really nice. I'm gonna save this playlist. Save it. Hello from Kenya. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. So what is gold doing here? Yeah, it's so confusing actually. I see no reason to look for gold buy in the long term, but USD is telling me the opposite. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough situation here, bro, but it's also because we're just ranging in the current week open to low, right? It's not, we are not really breaking out anywhere. We've been here in the last 2 days. So it's a bit of it's a tough range to trade on gold at the moment. That's why it could break out now, but it could also trade all the way back up again. And just go against whatever anyone is thinking right now. You know what I mean? We're getting close to that level here, guys. Back to that level. Yeah, I won't be trading the New York Open, Maddie Trades. I won't be here. I'll be gone by then. We already had a really nice trade today. We tried to get the longs on gold as well. They didn't play out. So I probably won't be trading the New York session. Looking back at it, we could have made more in this position, right? We could have held some position a little bit longer, take less out. That would have been better. But it's all right though. I think overall we still made a really good position today. Looking at it, yeah, it was overall a good trade for sure. Nice music. Really nice music, guys. Selling off lower here on MNQ. Selling off lower on gold. Obviously, DXY is pushing higher. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for what it is today, guys. Like I said, if MNQ wants to call it lower, there's no reason for me to get involved anymore. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna call it for what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. I think we made a really good setup today when it comes to MNQ. Of course, it was a winning position, but overall how we traded it was really correctly. We traded with the creation of the candle. We looked at the daily candle. We calculated, okay, how can we get involved here? And we made the right decision looking at the structure. So congratulations on this trade, guys. It was a really good position. No, I don't trade the New York Open, no. There's too many indecision happening at the New York Open, and it's not gonna work for me. There's just too many opinions that come into play when you're trading New York Session Open, meaning it could whipsaw both ways. And I like the more structural sessions. A little bit slower is okay for me. And then we tried to trade the long continuation on gold, which did not play out, even though it looked pretty well when it into the correlation, selling off on the DXY, buying up on gold. It is what it is, you know. We got stopped out taking the stop loss below the low, so we made the right decision there. It was a small stop in comparison to what we made on MNQ. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. That was it for me. I hope to see you guys probably, depending on the situation, maybe tomorrow and otherwise next week. So yeah, if you haven't done already, make sure to smash up the like. And for the guys that are still watching, drop a W in the chat if you're still here. And I appreciate every single one of you. I truly appreciate you. I think it was a good stream today. I think it was a nice stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. All right, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. And I'll be here tomorrow. Not 100% sure, but if the market looks good, I'll be here tomorrow at 6 a.m., right? 6 a.m., same time. That's it for me, guys. Nice trade, and I'll speak to you guys later. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, the VIX is crossing higher. The VIX is crossing higher. And that's why we're selling off drastically here on MNQ. All right, guys. That's it for me. Thank you very much. Speak to you guys later. See you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. See you guys later. Ciao. See you tomorrow. Bye, 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 bye.